welcome everybody to our next round here of the MX5 Cup, round 7 at Okayama today. It's the short layout, so I had to get my track map out just to make sure I know all the corner names, because for me it's also a new track. But yeah, we're heading into this round 7, 2 races of course, as always, after a shocking last race for Marcel Miku, a P10. And he did not compete in the second one. So an unfortunate race from our championship leader there, but luckily he was able to drop that race with the drop rounds. So he now sits on 368 points. That's 58 more than Mr. Scoot, who is P2. But behind him we still have Alex Romsix, who is in P3 in the championship right now, only 2 points behind Mr. Scoot, so the championship fight is still very much on, and we'll be seeing quite a lot of battles hopefully here today. Currently our championship leader is in the pits, but we have everybody, we have our top 3 in the championship here. Alex Romsix right now on a lap, we're still in practice. He's done a 59.9, around 6/10 slower than Parmesan, who is fastest right now. Parmesan 6th in the championship, not far behind Andrew Taggart. And yeah, in P4 we have Leila Petralia, who had a bit of a lesser race yesterday, unfortunately, not at any fault of her own. However, sometimes the puzzle pieces just do not fall into place, and you have a lesser race. But yeah, right now we will wait the 1 minute counter and start qualifying, of course. Looking provisionally at the lap times, we seem to have around 17 cars racing. Fastest thus far has been Parmesan with a 59.3, nearly 2 times behind Leila Petralia. Then we have our championship leader Marcel Miku, Alex Romsix following him closely there, with Matt Pryor in P5, Mr. Scoot P6, Clary Gallagher P7 with a 1 minute and 5/10. Then Jack Smith, Eric Johansson, and Jay Lirius. That's our top 10 in practice. Not per se our top 10 in qualifying, of course, because everything can happen. One mistake and your 1 minute lap is gone. So I do think it will be a very fun track to race around, though, in these MX5s. I'll take everybody through a lap once qualifying gets underway. So we wait patiently for that, as that happens right now. The real question is, who will we follow? Johansson still in the pit. Jack Smith. We'll follow Tom Wolf, who's on his outlapper right now. Looks to be Leila Petralia behind. Yes, indeed. Seems like a bit of a lagging there as Vidas Kveritavicius disconnects from the server. Okay, Petralia gets led through. One thing I must say is, yesterday we had some exciting racing here around the longer layout, but we still have some of the quote-unquote fun corners still here. The last 2 corners have pretty high curbs, so that can shake up some cars pretty hard. As Leila Petralia right now starts her first lap with a trip into the gravel, unfortunately, but onto the main straight we go right now. It's a short run into the first corner called first corner, as I'm having some PC issues right now. I'm here in gravel. Alright. We're back. Okay. Well, yeah. That went wrong. So we'll be looking at Mr. Scoot right now. We'll jump into it in the middle of the lap pretty much. Right now he's going through Hobbs Corner, a right-hander which feeds into another right-hander, I want to say, but yeah, my PC is not very happy today. Alright, yeah, so into first corner right now, along right-hander. Not a lot of braking required, however, here braking is required into a no-name corner. You exit pretty much at the exit of Revolver corner into Piper corner right now. Again, a little straight. We'll definitely see some bump drafting happen here. Into the left-hander of Redman corner, which leads us into Hobbs corner. Very short transition into Mike Knight corner, the penultimate corner of the lap. And then we have our final run into the final corner, which is called Last Corner. Simple corner names. I'll probably still forget a few of them. It's Parmesan right now. Provisional pole with a 59.8. Mr. Scoot at 59.9. Rom6 right now still in the 1 minute. He's very close as Parmesan right now. Purple first sector at 23-second sector. As he heads through. Go have a peek. Mike Knight's corner. Into the last corner he goes right now. He puts the power down. Looks about flat out. Takes all the exit he can right there. Very close to the gravel. Can he get a purple second sector? Yes! And he sets a 59.5. Still 2/10 off of the fastest time in practice, but it's still very fast. As that is, I think, a raspberry on this car. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm not a big fruits guy personally. Also, Miku thus far green sector right now. It doesn't look like his best qualifying right now. Might have been an out lap, I assume, or he must have made a mistake somewhere earlier on. Because this is a very uncharacteristic of him, a P5. We still know that he can definitely make up some positions on the start, but we're not at the start yet, unfortunately. As he heads through Piper corner right now. Still onto the throttle, takes all the curb he can there. Parmesan again with the fastest sector 2. Still 59.5. Marcel Miku through Redman corner right now. Into Hobbs. Car, I mean, I want to say it looks planted, but pretty much all the MX5s are planted. Flat out there. Slide braking, he gets the rotation just about right. Very close to the grass and gravel there on the exit. What time will he set? 59.8, which puts him P3, only about 200ths of a second behind Alex Rom6, his closest championship rival. My bad, corrections, not his closest championship rival, but still a rival nonetheless. Something he will have to worry about. Mr. Scoot. P4 still, as Parmesan sets a 59.5.0. What am I saying? 59.506. Very fast lap there from him. Petralia looks to be close into the 59s, but not there yet. Still a yellow first sector. As Eric Johansson jumps up into P9. That's 1 minute 7/10 from him. Claire Gallagher as well, a yellow sector right now, heading through the final corner. Can she improve? There's still quite a bit of time left on the clock, but there's a bit of grass there, so it's going to cost quite a bit of lap time. No improvements yet, but anything can still happen, of course. Eric Johansson in the pits. Vittorio Day right now, P10. Also a yellow first sector. Shelley Carrara, not far off of his personal best sector 1 there. He still has everything to improve in sector 2 as Marcel Miku lets him by right there. Gets the power down into the flat out corner. Curb is very nice on these MX5s compared to the Tatus cars. Quite a bit of inside curb there, but he's very safe on exit there. Can he improve? Will he improve? Yes! No! I don't know. I'm personally a bit blind. Yeah. Didn't look like it. No, still P7. Petralia, however, a fastest sector 1 right now. This is very interesting. As she heads through Red Knight's corner there. Red Man's corner. My bad for the confusion. Through Hobbs. This is not a good camera angle right now. So we're heading into the final corner right now. Can she make it stick through the final corner? Takes everything she needs at the exit. Even a bit of slipstream, not that much though. What will it be? Pole! Provisional pole right now for Leila Petralia, 59.4. What a brilliant lap. The car ahead might cause for some issues. Ala, not sure there. But she's still behind. Little slide there that killed quite a bit of momentum to go onto the straight. Yeah, already 4/10 gone there. How's Parmesan doing? He just started a brand new lap. Number 48 car pushing right now through to the unnamed corner, carrying lots of speed there. You can see the car just rolling through the corners onto the main straight. He gets given space and he gets led through. Marginally slower than his best sector 1 by 200ths of a second. Which, I mean, it's not a lot, but it's still a lot if he wants to take pole from Leila Petralia, because then he has to improve by quite a bit more. And he has to get 300ths of a second faster in sector 2 overall. So can he do it? He right now runs to the finish line. Pole! Wow! And a yellow sector too. What? That's only 300ths of a second there compared to Leila Petralia, who's in the pits right now, so no more lap for her, but Parmesan still has the time. Marcel Miku, however, in P4, he's on his final lap right now. Not his best sector 1, but he still has quite a lot of time to gain in sector 2, as Mr. Scoot does not improve on his final lap. Same for Matt Pryor, who pulls over Vittorio Day. As I see Parmesan teleport to the pit, so he probably did not have the best lap. Vittorio Day, will he be able to improve from P12? Yes, to P7. What a brilliant lap there from him. Andrew Taggart right now. No improvements, but Marcel Miku did improve. P3 from him. That's very nice. As Eric Johansson, not the final one to cross the line, still P12. Mr. Scoot. Oh, and that's qualifying over. Didn't expect that to happen that quickly, as I have to take a sip of water really quickly. Hydration's very important, especially if you want to keep talking for a while. But that's some very close margins we have here in qualifying. Parmesan takes pole with about 300ths of a second in front of Leila Petralia, who rounds up the first row. Both brilliant laps from both of them. I think we'll see some very amazing racing into turn 1 there. Then our second row is Marcel Miku and Alex Romsix again. Not the biggest gap, only 8 thousandths of a second there. with Mr. Scoot P5 also not far behind. That's our top 3 championship fighters, P3 to P5, with Matt Pryor in P6 of 59.9. Behind him starts Vittorio Day. Very close lap time to him, only 300ths of a second there. Then we have Michele Carrara in P8, Andrew Taggart P9, Jack Smith P10. Those lappers starting from Carrara all in the 1 minutes. As of now, they can still improve, of course, in the race. Claire Gallagher will start P11, Johansson P12, Gurinova 13th. Tom Wolf will start P14. So I have to teleport myself back into the pits. If Ifidis starts last, but we still have 2 for good measure in P14, Tom Wolf P15, and Jay Lirius P16, and that rounds up our grid from now. From here, wow. Words are not my speciality today. So we're going to try and find a very nice camera angle to start with. That one's static, so I might have to go for this one. 40 seconds until the race starts. It will be close, hard racing. It's a short track, only 1.9 kilometers. Not a lot of elevation change as well, so that cannot really play any factor, but the straights will definitely see cars go bum drafting each other. Just to gain a bit of speed, as I saw Tom Wolf disconnect there, which is not great for him. As the lights appear on our screens right now, only one winner in this race one. Who will it be? 3, 4, 5, 6 red lights as they go off, and what a start there from Parmesan as he teleports to the pits, so he must have had a jump start. So that means Leila Petralia will right now lead all the cars into turn 1, and lead she does. Marcel Miku, brilliant start, however, who's not far behind. Mr. Scoot going side by side with him into No Name. The in and out car gets hit by Marcel Miku. It's again, whoa! My god, guys, if there's a car spinning, you have to yield a bit as he tries to rejoin the track, Mr. Scoot, but that's not a great start from him as Parmesan disconnects. Petralia still in the lead. Romsix, pretty big gap behind, and Marcel Miku dropped back by a rather large margin there. Contact definitely did not help him. He'll have to overtake Vittorio Day for P4 right now, as Andrew Taggart will be following close behind. Jack Smith going side by side through the last corner as Claire Gallagher gets a bit shaky over the curb there. We're gonna see quite some battles here into turn 1. Michele Carrara side by side with Gurinova. Contact, oh my god! Who is off the track? That's Jack Smith just being completely sent off there. That is not good. He'll be very pissed off about that. Mr. Scoot P12 right now. Vittorio Day following Marcel Miku. I must say it's pretty lonely commentating alone. I feel kind of schizophrenic, but that doesn't matter. Andrew Taggart right now not far behind. We're getting a nice pack of racing cars here. Vittorio Day is pretty glued to Marcel Miku's rear as of now, though. Miku taking quite a little of curb there. Just not close enough to bump draft yet, as Romsix sets the fastest lap of the race thus far, but still quite a big gap away from Leila Petralia. As I'm looking to see if I find anything interesting right now. Yes, we see Claire Gallagher go wide right there. I mean, it is quite a punishing track, I think. There's quite a lot of places to go off track, and it's not like there's even AstroTurf or tarmac to save you there. It's usually all grass and gravel, which, you know, rule 1 of racing, don't touch the green stuff. You'll lose quite a bit of traction and time, so it's definitely not in your favor to drive over that. As Marcel Miku now sets the fastest lap, he's trying to chase down Matt Pryor for P3. Mr. Scoot says, no thank you, I want the fastest lap, and full power to him as he's up into P9 right now. He did overtake Jay Lerius. As we have Too Good for Measure in the pits. It's not the most optimal place. We might have had some contact somewhere, but I'm not sure. Mr. Scoot right now, the only car who's been able to do a 59 in the race. And you know, he's still chasing to get all of the positions back that he lost at the start. He's right now chasing Claire Gallagher for P8, and he definitely has the pace to catch there. Claire Gallagher very shaky over that curb. Gets a defensive line there, but Mr. Scoot just carries the overspeed that much more as he overtakes her on the main straight. Brilliant there. Just a nice opportunistic move as he takes that position, as Marcel Miku seemed to have made a mistake right there. I wasn't really following it. He's now back into P5, so Vittorio Day was able to overtake him. I mean, yeah, not something we want to see for the championship leader. He will definitely not be happy about that. I mean, yesterday he also did not have the greatest of races, unfortunately, due to some back markers, but that happens in racing. So, yeah. Eric Johansson right now chasing Andrew Taggart for P6. He's not far behind. Looks like he's carrying a bit more speed down the straight right now. He had a great and brilliant exit there. Marcel Miku as well, going for a move around the outside, as we see that on the main screen and the little one. That looked very, very opportunistic and very nice, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it stick yet. He's still trying, he's still carrying the speed. He has overtaken Vittorio Day before, so he knows he can do it again, as Day has been on the grass there. Marcel Miku yet again trying to go onto the attack, but Vittorio Day wants to have none of it. He stays defensive. Some perfect lines that he's displaying here right now. It's Marcel Miku on the grass again. I mean, that will cost him in the long run, unfortunately. Gurnova right now, P13, also looking at a chase right there. Michele Carrara. So Marcel Miku has overtaken Vittorio Day. Mr. Scoot with fastest lap, he's up into P8 still. I mean, Miku does need to catch up about 4 seconds to Matt Pryor, so it's 30 minutes to go. He'll have to lap quite a bit faster to make that work, as we're seeing a 4-way battle start to form. Pardon me there. As Eric Johansson overtakes Andrew Taggart, but Mr. Scoot is also trying to join that battle. He's not far behind. Down the inside, he sends it off Andrew Taggart. Beautiful move there. And I mean, he's just going to keep on pushing. He is going to try and get back at Marcel Miku, get his position back, and just tell him, like, this contact was not okay, I want my position. But I mean, kind of difficult to judge who was at fault there in the first place, but either way, none of the parties will be happy there, as Mr. Scoot also overtakes Eric Johansson. The pace on this man right now. Johansson tried to look back there, but nothing he could really do. Bit of shaky counter steer there from Mr. Scoot, it looks like, but he managed to overtake, as Rom6 is getting kind of close to Petralia. The gap has gotten a bit smaller. Very great for him. As we will keep looking at everything in the perspective of Andrew Taggart's mini player, because that's a four-way battle. But what I want to look at right now is Claire Gallagher attacking Jack Smith. Into the penultimate corner they go right now. It's flat out here, so you have to really be careful of the dirty air that these cars produce. Down the last corner. This time, very stable exit from Claire Gallagher. She looks to be in the slipstream right now. Yes, she is. Will she go around the outside? Will she send it down the inside? That's something we'll see right now into turn 1. Oh, a bit of contact there. But she leaves the space to Jack Smith. So, very nice sportsmanship we see there. I mean, could have ended much worse. I mean, not the first time Jack Smith would have been sent to the gravel there. Yeah, luckily we have some fair racers here at Phoenix. Down right man's corner they go right now. Claire Gallagher looks to have a better line there, as Jack Smith seems to be struggling a bit. Of course, I'm no expert around this track, I haven't driven here, but it's clear Claire is catching up by quite a bit in those corners. Into the last one right now. Nice bit of apex, taking all of the exit there, but seems like Mr. Scoot was just that bit faster there. I mean, yeah, that of course happens as Andrew Taggart again ahead of Eric Johansson right now. Petralia still in the lead. As Pryor still in P3, Marcel Miku. Quite a big gap if we look at our track map up above right now. He more has to be wary of Vittorio Day and especially Mr. Scoot behind. I mean, a 59.4 is fast. As we have Tom Wolf, unfortunately already lapped right now. Not something you want to see happen, but staying on track is most important for me personally. If you can stay on track and learn and develop as a driver, even if you have no battles at that time and you're not compromising anyone's race, staying on track is very valuable. I really recommend it if you're new to sim racing. Don't get discouraged, keep driving, and yeah, some motivational speeches right now. Chilerius, however, in the pit same for 2 for good measure. I am tired right now. Wow. Reading has never been my strong suit. Claire Gallagher, however, is still following Jack Smith right now. I think this is one of our closest battles on track. The Conspit liveried car from WSS chasing the Kunos black livery. Through the final corner they're heading to right now. It's clear she has the pace. All that needs to happen is a good send into turn 1. She looks to be a bit too far ahead right now, but a dummy move can always put a nice bit on pressure against your opponent. As Jack Smith washes a bit wide to the exit, Claire stays close to the apex. She gets very close here into third gear, into Pinman. Corner names, wow. Either way, she still has some amazing pace following Jack Smith right now, who always washes a bit wide there, a bit shaky, as Claire Gallagher, they nearly touched, they nearly made contact there because of Jack Smith's shaky and quite unstable exit. So we have a third car nearly joining the battle there. I mean, this has been brilliant so far. I mean, both doing everything they can to keep the position and try to gain the position, as Gallagher went wide there. Michele Carrara right now on her gearbox. She takes a defensive weave right there. I think we might see some 3 wide in the next 7 minutes. Would be exciting, but also very scary. Scarrara gets very close there. Claire Gallagher bounces up on the curb there. Into the slipstream she seems to go right now. However, it's not really an overtaking opportunity right here, but she still sends it down the inside. Will she hold on to position? No. Jack Smith still with a bit of overspeed there. Scarrara trying to wait for a mistake from either one of them and make a move, but it's not happening yet. Sending it around the outside right now goes Claire Gallagher. Will she carry the overspeed into the final corner? No, she will not. They're side by side, heading onto the main straight. A bit of contact. Jack Smith gets sent nearly to the wall there, as we didn't have our full 3 wide, but nearly. We're still going 2 wide though, into the turn 1. Claire Gallagher looks to come out ahead right now, but no, Carrara has optimal grip down the inside there. P9, what a brilliant move. I mean, Jack Smith will be furious right now. He's still in the battle, luckily. He still has 6 minutes, which is about 6 laps to try and make something happen. But yeah, that must have been a bit frustrating for him to lose 2 positions. But he doesn't care, he sends it down the inside right now. What a brilliant battle as Romsix up ahead is also getting close to Leila Petralia right now. However, where did Jack Smith go? Did he have a crash? Yes! That's very unfortunate from Jack Smith there. I hate to say that I missed that incident because, yeah. As we see, car hit the wall there in the background. Wow. I mean, that's not optimal, but for now, we will be following Alex Romsix on his chase to Leila Petralia. Everything for that win. Both are pushing to the absolute limit. I mean, Leila Petralia, she has pace. She has the defensive capabilities. So she should be able to win like race 2, round 6 the last time around. Will we see another win here today? That's the real question. Does she have what it takes in the next 5 or so laps to win this, to defend everything she can from Alex Romsix, who only also, same for Leila. I need to get through my words there as Andrew Taggart overtakes Vittorio Day. Both of them are fighting for their 2nd win this season right now. Both of them, of course, equally want it. Leila Petralia, it would get her quite a big chunk of points to get maybe into the top 3 of the championship standings, because she is P4 right now. Romsix, of course, he's still fighting for a championship. He wants to take every crumb he has, and it's gonna give him it's gonna give us some great excitement. I can tell you that already. 4 more laps to go, then it's over. 4 more laps to decide who wins here today. Again, time to hydrate a bit. As Petralia goes a bit shaky there, she power slides through. Romsix tries to make it too wide right now. He's a bit far behind, but he's still relatively close. Will he send it down the inside right now? Yes, he will, but they're still side by side. What a beautiful drift there from Romsix. Beautiful save, but Petralia still holds on to P1 for now. He's trying to send it again. My God. Oh, that's so very close into the last corner right now onto the main straight. 3 more laps of racing. 3 more laps of deciding who wins this race. And it will be very close to see who will take it, because, I mean, look at this last lap. Brilliant moves from both of these drivers, as Andrew Taggart has been overtaken yet again by Vittorio Day. Not optimal for him, as Day is weaving there on the mini player a bit. Marcel Migu, however, also in the battle. He loses his P4 to Mr. Scoot right now. The championship fight is still very, very much on. I mean, it looked like Marcel Migu even made a mistake there because he lost out on even more time, and we saw him shake there yet again. Our championship leader will not be the most happy right now, but Mr. Scoot, it's Thanksgiving right now. He will be very thankful for getting these points, so yeah, great for him. Oh, Petralia, what a massive slide there. I mean, 2 more laps to go. You have to play it safe, but you still have to be careful, of course. Rom6, 6 tenths behind. Will he have what it takes? We're on the penultimate lap. Anything can still really happen. We've seen both of these drivers thus far make little mistakes, which of course always can happen in racing, but they've always recovered from it. They've always saved what went wrong. But the gap is pretty big. It would have to take quite a big mistake from Petralia for Rom6 to take her position in P1, but of course anything can still happen as the drivers go onto the finish line for the last time this race 1 here today. We still have race 2 later. Who will take race 2 sprint pole, however you want to call it? I'm mumbling my words, Jesus Christ. Leila Petralia, 9/10 gap. She has the upper hand right now. I mean, really, it's meteor strike has to happen right now for her not to win this race. And I don't want to jinx that, of course. Yeah, all around, we've had some great battles and, I mean, a great race thus far. As we go right now, the final 2 corners. Leila Petralia started P2 in the race, not far off of P1. Parmesan had to disconnect, which gave Leila Petralia P1. And after a brilliant race, brilliant battle, she takes P1 right now. That's her 2nd race win this season with Alex Rom6, P2. Matt Pryor, P3. Mr. Scoot not far behind in P4. Miku, P5. Some beautiful ballet moves he's displaying there. Vittorio Day, P6. Andrew Taggart, P7. Johansson, P8. Michele Carrara will come through the final corner right now after a brilliant corner with Claire Gallagher and Jack Smith in P9. Brilliant moves all around from him. Claire Gallagher, P10. She will take race 2 pole because of the format. Jack Smith, after a bit of a lesser and very unfortunate race, being hit off a few times. P11. Vides, P12. Grinova will cross the line in P13. No, jeez. Grinova, P12. Vides, P13. Tom Wolf, P14. And that concludes race 1 right now. Brilliant. Everybody's still kind of doing a bit of a victory lap or a finishing lap and in lap. Yeah, amazing race there. Gonna quickly take some notes for the interviews, of course, which I hope everybody will stick with us for that. I mean, of course, what a great round we had. Gallagher win. Not Gallagher win, we had Petralia win. We had Pryor on the podium there. I really should take a notepad next time. The notes app is not doing it for me personally. Yeah, all around, just great race 1. Really excited to see how race 2 will go, because that of course usually brings a bit of the chaos at Phoenix. So what will transpire? Sadly we don't have Yanis today for the TCR stream, otherwise we might have have been able to throw in a fancy word there, but I'll try to think of something. So according to Parmesan right now in one of the chats, his starting lights went off before they went off for everybody else, so it gave him a jump start. Same thing happened to him at Brands Hatch, unfortunately, so yeah. Unfortunate for him. Don't think he's gonna join us for race 2, but we will see. As I'm gonna quickly take a look at the Twitch chat because I haven't been looking at that. My bad, everybody. Have we seen some hype? I mean, right now it's empty for me, so doesn't matter. I mean, we still have 10 people here, so that's great. Now, race 2. Reverse grid always brings a bit of chaos. We'll have Claire Gallagher start P10 with Carrara behind P2, then Johansson, Taggart, Day. Miku will start alongside, or yeah, pretty much alongside Mr. Scoot. So the championship rivals will go at it yet again. Matt Pryor will start P8, Rom6 P9, and Petralia will start P10. From P11 onwards, it will stay the same as the results in race 1. So Jack Smith will start P11, Gurnova P12, Evidas P13, Tom Wolf P14, and Jay Lirius, if he reconnects, will start P15. So everybody goes to the grid right now. I will teleport my beautiful red car there back to the pits. Kind of looks like the Mercedes safety car. However, we will get some nice camera angles right here. Which one will we take? This one always looks fun. Cameras pointed at our pole sitter for race 2, Claire Gallagher. What will she be able to do around this 1.9 kilometer track located in Okayama, Japan? 19 meters of elevation change apparently, so it's not a lot. Also not a little. I mean, there are very flat tracks out there in the world. So that's like 1/5 of a Spa's elevation change, which is around 100 meters, if not even more. Again, trying to fill some words in right now. A quick sip of water before the starting lights appear on screen right now. Race 2 will be underway. Tom Wolf disconnected yet again. I mean, constantly at the starts, that's very unfortunate. There we go, 6 red lights as they go off right now. Slow start, but look at Marcel Miku in the background there as we see Leila Petralia. No, it's Andrew Taggart just parking it onto the side. Claire Gallagher, beautiful defense into turn 1. She maintains the lead from Michele Carrara. Marcel Miku already up into P3. Mr. Scoot behind him in P4 though. They're already doing a bit of what's called rubbing his racing. As he maintains position right now. I mean, thus far everything looks pretty clean as Maverick disconnected. Mr. Scoot, that's a very ambitious move there, friend. And of course, he isn't able to make it stick, but he gets spun out there. Was that contact with Vittorio Day? Could have been. I mean, it did not look pretty as Mr. Scoot that gets taken out by Petralia. No, by Mr. Scoot. He is not having a good day right now. I will quickly take a look on my phone if I can see a quick replay there, because I don't want to risk crashing my AC in the middle of the race, of course. Wow, wow. Marcel Miku right now trying to make a move on Michele Carrara around the outside into no-name corner. doesn't make it sticky yet. And he made it stick. I mean, maintains position for now. He has a pace though. Jack Smith in P6 right now gets a bit hit there in his back. He's still in it though. I mean, we're having a beautiful pack racing right here. Mr. Scoot already up into P11, Andrew Taggart P15. So he has been able to rejoin Jay Lerius P12 right now. As we see Mr. Scoot just put the power down onto the main straight. He's going to try and make a move into turn 1 as we see a car spin in the background there. Beautiful save though, nicely holding the brake, something people should do in racing. Mr. Scoot down the inside right now, through on Gurinova into turn 1. And what overspeed that gets carried there. Wow. Up in the front we have Marcel Miku still trying to get that P1. It's nicely onto the throttle there. Slide braking through that corner, getting all the exit he can right now. He's really gonna try and put the pressure down. Eric Johansson gets overtaken by Leila Petralia. As Claire Gallagher goes off. Ooh, that's luckily no contact with any other cars, but wow, that's just, yeah. Spinning out in one of these early laps, it costs you clearly. I mean, that's 8 positions lost right there. 9 even right now with Mr. Scoot powering through. Very unfortunate incident there, but it does give him Marcel Miku P1 right now, so he will be content with that. Claire Gallagher not so much, but she will try to do anything she can to gain some of those positions back as we see a car go onto the gravel there, and that's Petralia spinning. No, never mind, it was Taggart, I think. I mean, he's unfortunately already lapped, but who, even if you're lapped in an MX5, who doesn't want to drive an MX5 around the racetrack? Simple as Petralia goes onto the gravel there, or onto the grass. Teammate lets her by, luckily, and doesn't make any hassle of it. He knows she has to fight Claire Gallagher right now to get that P9, hopefully. As Matt Pryor currently with the fastest lap, which then gets taken by Mr. Scoot again. He's really flying here today. See Rom6 send it down the inside of Jack Smith right now. The inside here helps you much more, but Jack Smith still makes it too wide. Brilliant from him right there. Door-to-door contact. Will he be able to get the position into the next corner? No. I mean, it looked like a strange one, but he yields and leaves himself in his own position. P5 right now. Mr. Scuto sending it down on Jack Smith. Contact there, both of them having a little bit of a slide there. Petralia also sliding onto the curb. Mr. Scoot today, I mean, despite the setbacks he's been experiencing, he still manages to make it stick. As Johansson there sent it down onto Jack Smith. Again, too wide. Jack Smith gets a position for now, but Eric Johansson, the Swede, will be trying to maintain his proximity to the car ahead and get that position. Kind of SME yielding there, which he does. I mean, he has a pace, he's shown that multiple times, as we see Leila Petralia start a battle with Claire Gallagher right now. Flat out right there, nice bit of rotation used there via the curb. Petralia getting very, very close right now. Miku right now fastest lap, he's in clean areas, put his head down and just push and make no mistakes. Rom6 takes that fastest lap though, as Petralia is going to try and send it around the outside right now of Claire Gallagher, who will come out ahead. Claire Gallagher looks to keep it right now, but no! And Maverick, I mean, that looked like a bit of sliding there from Petralia into Claire Gallagher, so she will not be happy. And I mean, nearly took Taggart out with her as well, so I think Mav might have had a slight spike in his heart rate as Claire Gallagher goes to the pits, so that's probably a race over for her. Vittorio Day right now being pressured by Matt Will Pryor, or just Matt Pryor. I don't know why I added the Will there. That's a battle for the podium. I think Pryor will do anything he can do to take it as he sends it down the inside there at turn 1. Doesn't make it stick. Vittorio Day just had more grip around the outside there, but he washed out a bit wide. Still holds on to the position for now. Ooh, it's getting very close between these two. I mean, it is a short track. It looks like an oval. That's melted a bit in my opinion. But man, does it produce some very good side-by-side racing at times. I mean, we're getting a battle for the podium right now, which is also very exciting. Again, will Matt Pryor send down the inside into turn 1? He's kind of having a look. He's not committing yet. No, right now he yields. He puts the pressure on Vittorio Day. Something that you always have to do in racing. Keep pressuring your opponent and try to force them to make mistakes as he goes a bit wide there. Gets a good exit though. Tralia trying to chase Johansson, but he's a bit far ahead. And Pryor, however, great pace he's shown today. I mean, he's gonna send it one of these next few laps down the inside. He must do it. I mean, right now he's losing a bit of time by staying behind, especially some corners where there is a bit of dirty air. Luckily, it doesn't affect these cars too much, but still, if you can have an easy race, why not have an easy race? Further back there we can see Mr. Scoot approaching Alex Romsix. Those two are also still fighting for their championship position. So take a look at that right now. What a camera angle. Thank you, Assetto Corsa. Can really see the racing happen as they go right now. See car rejoin there. What car is that? I think it's... Is it a lapped car? I mean, all I can see is Mr. Scoot taking advantage of it as he just sends it down the inside there. And it worked. He overtook Romsix. Brilliant. That's just... I mean, you see lapped cars being used in multi-class traffic, but never have I seen it in same class traffic. Wow. Just wow. Carrara, however, getting close again to Marcel Miku, as Matt Pryor also still close. Still keep seeing some great battles. Getting close to the apex. Great exit there. Counter steering, but Pryor and Day right now have to worry about one extra thing right now as well, and that's a Mr. Scoot rapidly approaching in their rear view mirror. Something you should be scared of, especially seeing how his pace has already been this race thus far. Skurinova right now in P11 getting close to P10 right now. Marcel Miku will come out of this round probably still championship leader, but the order can still change as we're getting very close right now. Matt Pryor, I mean, nearly glued to the rear of Vittorio Day, but Mr. Scoot as well. He can strike any time soon. I mean, we haven't really seen bum drafting yet here today, so excited to see if we will see anything like that soon. Not as of yet, as Petralia in a battle with Eric Johansson right now. They are going side by side. Flat out, Petralia takes a position, but Johansson will not. Hiccups, my bad. Johansson will not give up on the straight right now. He will try and get within the draft, which is very short range within these MX5s because of their speed. He's not close enough yet as Petralia holds on to the position in turn 1 right now. I mean, great racing from her today. I mean, unfortunate contact of course with Claire Gallagher, but Mr. Scoot, did he have contact there with Matt Pryor? I did not see that well, or did Matt Pryor have an incident of his own? Still Scoot right now. Pryor lost quite a bit of time to Vittorio Day. I mean, that's a second gap right now, and we're... How many more laps do we have to go? I mean, around 7, I think. I think we'll have just about 7 laps to go as Petralia sends it on to Jack Smith, sends him into the gravel. Not the best thing you want to see, as I see a car reverse there on track. I mean, somebody's not having their best race today as Mr. Scoot right now on the inside. That's gonna be reported probably. That's going to be reported. I mean, that was some heavy hitting there. Was that a lapped car? I am not sure. I don't think so. Still, he's in P4 right now. 2 seconds. He has to catch 2 Vittorio Day in the next 5 or so laps. Or 6 laps. I think 6 laps, yes. Grinova chasing Jay Lirius right now, though, who's in P10. Also not a big gap. Carrara as well, close to Marcel Migu for P1 right now. I mean, Migu has been able to manage the gap quite well this race, but one mistake from him and Carrara has a perfect opportunity to just take advantage of it. I think the car we've been seeing go off lately has been 2 for a good measure. So, oh, be careful, the leaders are there. I am glad he was able to slow that car down. Brilliant, I mean, bravo. Once the leaders come and you're being lapped, you always have to be careful, and he was perfectly careful there, so brilliant from him as we see Jack Smith right now get close to Eric Johansson. Mr. Scoot with the fastest lap though. So we'll put Jack Smith in our mini player and we'll take a look to see if Mr. Scoot is able to catch up to Vittorio Day. He was 0.6 of a second faster last lap. He's flying today, so he might be able to get that P3. Jack Smith overtakes Eric Johansson. Johansson tries to go for the switchback right now. And he takes it. They're still very close, these two. Brilliant battle there. On the inside. Ooh, very wide there from Johansson. Looked like a slight bit of contact. Jack Smith still P8. Race 2, race 1, both of them very eventful today. The intervals. Thank you, Set of course. Mr. Scoot less than a second behind his opponent. Same for Eric Johansson right now. He's very close. So you see, 2 for good measure. Being lapped leaves lots of space, so despite being lapped and having those mistakes, kudos to him really for trying to keep it clean for the cars he's being lapped by. It is difficult if you get lapped quite a lot in one of your early races or your first race, but he's still going, and I think that's very positive to see. Johansson looked to go a bit wide there, a bit deep into the corner, as I think it is time to take a look at Mr. Scoot. 4 tenths right now, 3 laps to go. Will he take P3? How well will Vittorio Day defend? Beautiful move there from him already. Stay ahead right now. To the next corner. Mr. Scoot will do whatever it takes. He has quite a lot of pace in his arsenal today. Will he be able to make a move? Slight flash of the headlights, it looked like there. As Day takes a nice defensive line. Around the outside tries to go Mr. Scoot with the in and out car. But he keeps being shown the outside. As he pit maneuvers Vittorio Day. He slows down though. That Romsix P3 right now, I mean, great sportsmanship for letting the car you spun out to go ahead of you, but it did cost him. I mean, not really ahead of him. I think right now he realized will he give the position back? I think so. I don't know for sure, but I mean, just slowing down in general, it will cost him points, but it will give him social credit, so to say. I mean, he did not have to do that. He could have continued on and then try to capitalize off of his penalty, but I think this might lessen it if he gets reported. But yeah, that was dramatic. It did give Romsix right now a P3 for his championship fight, and prior a P4, so those two will not be complaining at all, as we're going to be following Marcel Miku right now. Heading into the final lap, Mr. Scoot, however, on the mini player in case he makes a move. In the final lap, we go right now. Marcel Miku, after a brilliant start here today, he is leading the race right now. Final lap, as he has a 1 second gap to Michele Carrara behind. All he has to do is just not crash, not make a mistake. Keep it clean, keep it safe, and it's a clean win for him to get him more points in his championship fight right now. He is leading it. He will still be leading it after this round. As right now, here we go, heading to the penultimate corner. Marcel Miku, our championship leader. No mistakes pretty much race 2 here of round 7. Power down through the final corner as he wins race 2 here today around Okayama. Michele Carrara P2, as we'll see Romsix P3. Matt Pryor P4, Vittorio Day P5. Mr. Scoot will round up in P6 after some mistakes from him. Petralia P7, Smith P8. Johansson right now heading out of the final corner, P9, with Jalerius a bit further back, which there's nothing wrong with. I mean, a brilliant P10 he will take into the books here today. I will quickly take a look at what his best result was thus far, as 7 and an 8, so still a great result for him. P10, he crosses the finish line with Gurinova not far behind in P11. Then we have Ferret Vides, who will be... I have to wait a bit for the timers to be right. But yeah, I mean, Andrew Taggart, I'm gonna do the classic thing of go back to the pits. So we have 2 for good measure, P13, Taggart P14, and some places we don't even get shown right now. Am I seeing some donuts somewhere? Yes, Johansson doing some nice donuts. Oh no, my controls are all locked. Ah, end of the world. But I mean, what a brilliant race here today thus far. I mean, we'll see who we get into our interview box here shortly. Right now, we already have Leila Petralia waiting. I'm gonna quickly try and fetch an image that I can use for the stream because I don't think just looking at a black screen will be very entertaining for anybody. So, can I drag this image? No, I cannot, but I'll definitely take this one. Yes, show this to the people of the stream. It's a bit small. Can I size it up a bit? Yes, I can. I'm gonna quickly transform center vertically and, of course, horizontally. As we have right now in the commentary box, Leila Petralia, Marcel Miku, and Matt Pryor. Welcome.
Hello.
Alright, good to see that my Discord audio is also registered to Twitch, unlike last time. I'll start with you, Leila. A brilliant win in um, race 1. How did that go for you?
I mean, it was a pretty flawless race all around. Only had a couple of spins towards the end, where I was a bit more under pressure from ROM 6. But yeah, for the rest, I was pretty much lapping faster than everyone I had behind. Um Alex did a great job to keep up with me, most definitely. I love the little fight that we had for a couple of laps before I went away again. Um, but yeah, here I was all around basically as fast as Parmesan. So I'm not as fast, but it was slightly faster. But I got lucky that it got the jump start bug again. So basically, I was starting with already an advantage in terms of pace. Um, so yeah, that basically put me on pole since he left after the jump start. Uh, and yeah, I saw the chaos behind me after the start, and that was kind of like that was the ticket, the train ticket for me to get the win. So that's pretty much what it happened. I was very close a lot of times to hitting my quali time, but I would lose a bit out in some parts because of the added weight from the fuel.
And did you practice more for this layout? Because, I mean, genuinely in qualifying, you were flying.
I don't practice at all. I practice with the 15 minutes that were given before qualifying.
That's very nonchalant, so to say. I mean, personally, I mean, I used to practice a lot for races, not that much anymore. I also switched to a bit before the race, but I mean, great race, and then race 2, a few contacts fiddled in there. What's your perspective on that, especially the one with Claire Gallagher?
The one with Claire began from her spinning. She said it herself. Then I had very low time to react, so kinda hit her. So yeah, that made her spin around. But for as long as I'm concerned, she kinda took the fault out of it. So yeah.
All right.
Although I did get like absolutely murdered. Like with Scoot, the first contact was netcode purely because it didn't happen on my end, but I saw him go wide after like it was a contact. So yeah, I guess it was netcode. And the second one, he just dragged me out of the track onto the sand.
All right. Then we go to our P2 finisher in. No, wait. Whoa. Matt Pryor,
Hi.
podium
Yeah.
race 1. How did
Yay.
that go for you?
Um. Good. Yeah. I had a decent start. and then there was some cars very kindly decided to crash in front of me, and I avoided them, which put me P3. And then I kind of just about kept with the front two, but I've noticed like as the fuel comes off, I get slower. This is an observation because my first 2 or 3 laps were like, like basically on pace, like 100 quicker. But then when the fuel came off, I just got slower and slower. But yeah, it was good. I had a bit of pressure in the last couple of laps, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that podium. I don't think I made really any mistakes, which is nice.
And race to anything memorable there with your P4?
Oh God. uh, yeah. I had a great battle with Vittoria. Vittoria.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Vittorio.
yeah. Defended very well. Like I was probably half a second quicker, but just whatever I tried, couldn't really do anything. Which then kind of put us in the clutches of Scoot, who was what's the nicest way to put it? Inspirational with some of his moves. He did make contact with me. Well, I didn't think it was unintentional for me to have the contact, but he was just sticking his nose in every corner, and he just made a desperate move, which kind of put me in the wall, which did put me down to P6, which was annoying because it was like, come on, like with like one of us could have got a podium there. Um, I was still very strong at the back of Victoria at that stage. Um, but yeah, I'll report it, see what stewards think. But yeah, look, I mean, Mr. Suit and Victoria ended up having a fight at the end and having some contact and whatnot. So I got back up into P4. I think Romsix came to P3 in the end. So yeah, it was all right.
Alright, and then our final interviewee, our championship leader and our winner in race 2, Marcel Miku. Race 1, lap 1, you had some contact with Mr. Scoot there. Can you add some context to that?
I mean, is there really much I need to say? I just held my nose in there for too long. Ended up clipping him. I thought he would have been safe, but I accidentally clipped him again, and yeah, that was it.
And I mean, the end of race 1 also not the best of you. What happened there?
Car just felt like a train wreck. It was just completely undrivable. That's all I really need to say. The car was just a train wreck.
Then race 2, brilliant start there from you, and then you led the race. At times you did lose quite a bit of time to P2, but how did you manage that?
To be honest, I just said to hell with it, and I'm just gonna go aggressive at the start. And then, yeah, even the car still felt like an absolute train wreck at the end of the day anyway.
Alright. Well, I mean, I've never had such quick interviews, and I've never felt so lonely in the comms box as well. I mean, if you rewatch the stream, you're gonna, wow, you lose inspiration very quickly once you don't have anybody talking back to you. But yeah, join us back, of course, in about 45 minutes time for the TCR race again at Okayama, which will also be very fun. Um, and yeah, thank you all for watching this stream. So make sure to join us later, and that was it for me.